Welcome, everybody, to the Potomac Curling Club in Laurel, Maryland. Behind me, you can hear the bagpipers. We're getting ready for the finals. We'll go ahead and enjoy this, and we'll be back to let you know what our feature games are in a minute. Job. Again, that's the Maryland Youth Pipe Band.
I have ordered backup ginger ale for people who would like that. That will be on the way. So if we skip you, yeah.
So right now they're handing out drinks for a toast. You also have the option of ginger ale.
Did we already get everybody? Oh. We're good. Okay.
Got a couple more people to take care of. We'll be ready for our toast.
Okay. All right. All right. Quick couple of things. First of all, thanks to our club president, Lauren Luthi here. Secondly, a reminder, they will mop after you, so just take a second to practice your slides. Time limit is off for this. Play your full 8 ends. If it's tied, you can go to an extra. If the skips agree to do skip rocks, fine, come get me, I'll measure, but you can play that extra end. This is the first field I've organized. I cannot think of a finer group of people. Some people I've met, some of whom some of whom I haven't met, some of whom I see all the freaking time. Cannot think of a finer group of people to be staring at me to say, shut up so we can take our shots and play.
Cheers, everybody. Beautiful job by the Maryland youth hype band. Thank them so much for coming out and kicking off our finals. So real quick, let's go down the line while everybody's getting set up. On sheet A, we have the Nightingale event final, the Pizza Leaguers versus the Indies. On sheet B, which will be our feature sheet.
Want to show the pictures?
Sure, we can do that. We have Team Fallon versus, I cannot pronounce.
We are not the Ukrposhta is how I'll pronounce it.
Can you give Bo your, does Bo want a headset or, yeah. I'm sorry, Ken, help me out here.
We are not the Ukrposhta.
We are not the Ukrposhta. Okay.
Now you won't even remember, Steve. I will. I have a good memory, Doug. Yeah? Do you remember 3 years ago when the planet blew up and we moved to this one? Oh, crap. Look like clone?
It is unmuted. It's just...
Okay. You can hear me on 3?
Needs a little wiggling.
Try again.
You hear me on 3?
We're getting closer.
Try again.
Hear me on 3?
Yep, we got you.
You got me on 3? Okay.
Loud
Very good.
Okay.
Okay.
So on sheet C, we have Fellowship of the Rink versus Team Black. So I guess I should have mentioned that our feature sheet, sheet B, these are the undefeated teams, and they are, this is the finals for the A group. And then Fellowship of the Rink versus Team Black. That'll be for 3rd place in the A event. And then finally on sheet D, we have the Medalics. Oh.
We have not figured out a good way to say the correct curling dynamo.
I've just been calling them the curling dynamo.
Dynamo is perfectly acceptable on second reference.
Yes, so that is the Sunflower event final.
All right. So this is Bo Durham, your tournament organizer, and to explain what we have done with the events here. I wanted to keep the Ukrainian theme going. So the final events here, we played pool play. The undefeated teams all advanced to what we call the Ukrainian Premier League. As we see that, Black has. Okay. All right, so anyway, Ukrainian Premier League semifinals and finals. If you prefer to think of that in traditional terms, which is what we'll have in our pens, that is the A event final on sheet B, the D event final on sheet C. So again, those are all undefeated in our group play. Instead of the traditional B and C, we keep the theme going. The Nightingale is the traditional bird of Ukraine. So the Nightingale event final, Pizza Leaguers versus Indies. That's on A, so that is either you think of as a B or C event. We're probably going to give them the C event pins because the B event teams who are over on D, Metavics versus the Dynamo, they are in the Sunflower event final. If you prefer to think of it as B, you certainly may. So we will focus pretty heavily on B and C. We will keep an eye out on A and D. If you are a fan of the teams on A and D, please let us know. We'll just be sure to keep an extra lookout for you.
All right, so they've gotten off to a good start. Everybody is throwing their stones.
We are doing our usual figuring out who is who. On sheet D, we can tell you that Indies are red, and
so that's sheet A.
Oh,
right.
Yeah, that is sheet A. On sheet A, we can tell you that the Indies are red, and the Pizza Leaguers have the hammer. On sheet B, Team Fallon is yellow, and they have the hammer. On sheet C, Team Black is in yellow, and Fellowship of the Rink has the hammer. On sheet D, that is Metavics delivering in red. We do not see who has the hammer over there, but we'll endeavor to find out. Team Fallon changes up its lineup with each game. In fact, they roll dice for it, and there is a celebration. So on sheet D, it is Dynamo has the hammer, Metavics are red. Okay. All right, so we've got all that set. Anyway, so yes, they roll dice to see who is in what role. So Melvin Shaw, who has skipped a couple of times in this event, is actually throwing lead. In fact, it's named Team Fallon. I don't think Jimmy Fallon, again, not that one, I don't think Jimmy Fallon has been the skip in any of these games. Do you recall
Nice
him being?
take out there.
Do you recall him being skipped, Ken?
No, I haven't seen him skip.
Yeah.
The corner is the corner. It's checking center. Yeah. Corner guard.
Yes.
Right here.
So a quick word about our feature event teams. The Team Fallon, these are all Potomac people. The three of them actually play on different teams in the Capital League. They are all highly accomplished players. This is a stacked team. They've been challenged a little bit through the early rounds, but again, this is a fantastic team. Gilad Kempernich, who you see holding the broom now. Well, he is holding the broom at the other end now. And skip today. He played on the Brazilian team that challenged Canada and Mexico for a spot in the 2022 World Championship, so a bit of international experience here. The team they're playing is listed as Philly/Butts/Potomac. Cody Johnson, who's their vice, is the skip of a Capital League team for Potomac. The Ukrposhta is Ukraine's postal service.
All the way there, all the way there, all the way there.
Fallon just did a hit, knocked out that red rock that was in the house. So it looks like this might be an end of trading hits.
Yeah, relatively open. We've seen a few open games today. I'm not exactly sure why, but especially in the first end of the 9 a.m. draw, people were sort of treating the 8-foot as lava, and all the shots were ending up on the periphery of the house and getting clanked out.
Oh,
but in this case, we have a flash.
Flash
We have a flash.
through.
You cannot afford to make any mistakes against Team Fallon. That is just a place you do not want to be.
We're just trying to draw a second one into the house.
Yeah, looks like they're trying to split the house.
Yep.
Get two counting rocks. Make it more difficult.
I guess that's Steve making his delivery. Steven, what does he go by? I don't really know him.
think it's Stephen. Yep.
Well, they're moving right along. They're already on the vice skip rocks here in the first end. Looks like the same on our other sheet that we're following closely, which is sheet C.
I'm sitting right behind sheet B, so I will be depending on the kindness of my co-commentators to tell me what's going on C. I'll keep a little bit of an eye out on A and a little bit of an eye. And of course, one thing that's cool about A, the Indies, which are people who signed up individually, are here. There's 3 Potomac people. Also, Chrissy Becker from Coastal Carolina in Wilmington, North Carolina, a arena club that hosts the Beach Spiel each summer. And Chrissy was my teammate there this summer. We did not do as well in that as she has done here.
Oh, another.
Oh, just
Steven,
nicked it. But
Yeah, just moved the rock, but that's
It's
two
still counting.
takeout misses in a row.
looks like Gilad is just asking to split the house again. Jimmy is throwing the first of his vice skip rocks.
Jimmy, at least vice. I think this might be the first time he's played the back end.
So sheet C, red is now sitting 3. So John Hale trying to hit something there, I believe, that gets front of the 2 rocks near the 4 foot. If he hits it right, he can double out both of them.
That certainly looks like he's taking aim there, and he'll get one. Will he get?
Yep,
Okay,
just
so
one.
he jams the 1 and sits. Red is still sitting 1. Yellow has improved slightly because they've got second shot, and it is a difficult position to remove.
Oh, Michael Dobbs says the double off the 2, doubling out the 2 yellows, which is a bold call. But it's actually safer than trying to chip that yellow out. It's a good call if he makes it. Sheet B, lots of sweeping, just trying to, can they get a little piece of that red? I think they got a piece of it.
He will, and he will also spill into the rings, which I do think they were trying to do so they can get their second yellow in. If they had nosed that and not got any movement, they would have been outside the ring. So very nice shot there.
Yep. Would have been ideal to roll a little bit less to go to the yellow, but I'm sure they're happy with what they got.
And we are on skip rods here, so Michael Glessner is sliding toward me. Hopefully he will stop before he hits the catwalk. Or me. It's been a fun event. We've had a lot of close games. These are the teams, no surprise that these teams are here. Again, Team Fallon is absolutely stacked. We're not the Ukrposhta. I've seen them play together a fair amount. Michael Glessner taking aim surely at the yellow that is closer in there and perhaps trying to flop over under guard. That's not going to happen. It's going to stick right there. So if we trade hits the rest of the way, yellow is going to score 3, Team Fallon. So they, Ukrposhta might have to either hope for a miss or, now it's in position where if the wrong hit could end up jamming.
So on sheet C, Bruce is throwing his first skip rock. Just, I'm not sure what he's trying to do. Maybe bump the red into the yellow to bump it up a little bit.
Looks like he's coming from another direction now.
Maybe might, well, no, it is, well, whatever is it going? It might be chipping that red one out. Is it?
Is he going across the face?
Oh,
Thinking,
okay.
oh my, take
Yeah,
this
that
yellow
is-
in? He
yeah, the yellow
might
shot.
Oh my,
Definitely yellow shot now.
wow. Bruce has really pulled out some great shots. He's been in some close games. Not always firing perfectly, but when he is on form in this event, he is very, very dangerous. Bruce, by the way, is curling for 53 years, which accounts for the fact that his team has more than 100 years of combined experience. Back on B, Gilad takes care of one red rock, and the yellow one manages to hang on. So,
and they're all spread out as
Spread
much as
out.
they could be. So
Yeah,
there is no double.
Well, they're looking at a double.
They're looking. But
They're looking.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. Okay.
you
There is that double. I shouldn't say there's no double.
well, yeah.
There's just no easy double.
There's the cross house, which you would see in really top-level competition, and then there's also maybe nosing the yellow that is top 12. If you can nose it, then you can get the one at the back as well. We take a quick peek at sheet C while Michael Glessner is setting up for that shot, where Michael Dobbs is throwing his first and trying to remove the yellow, and it's a little in-off, and he does. Already some great skip rots in that game. Michael Dobbs, fellowship of the Rink, now line 2. And they have hammer. So back on B, Michael Glessner does not have hammer, which is why he is desperate to get rid of some of these rots. Noses, and he got it.
I don't think that was the call, but
right, dinking off the guard. They got a little lucky dinking off that guard. But you could look at also as they had margin for error. So,
yeah.
But the result, getting the 2 rods out of there, is exactly what they wanted.
And
so
they are shot rock for what it's worth.
Yeah. So it gives Gilad an open hit for 2, but that's better than an open draw for 3. All right. While Gilad lines up for what is a fairly straightforward shot. Granted, anyone can miss at any time, but
there's slight chance of jamming on the yellow in the back.
Yeah, the strategy is obvious. We'll see Bruce taking his time lining up. What do you think he is aiming at here, Ken?
Yeah, I wasn't watching what he was calling.
Well, I'm looking at the broom now.
So just hitting their yellow into the reds, I suspect?
I think so. We have B and C are going simultaneously. It looks like Gilad is going to make that red shot without too much trouble, and that is going to be 2 in the first end for Team Fallon.
Removes one of the reds, then he does roll the shot. So good shot. No, hold it. That's not. Yeah, that was. Hold it. What?
Oh, okay. So you flipped over to sheet C.
Yeah, sheet C.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Bruce is sitting 1 yellow now, but it is exposed.
Is it?
Like 50%.
Oh, yeah. Okay, on the outside. Yeah, it's exposed on the outside.
It's a little hard to hit that and stay in.
It is. Now,
but it's doable.
I think this is a shot for 2 and not 3. Their camera. It's tough to tell when you have rots that farther away they are.
Yep, so it's Michael Dobbs throwing about to throw hammer on sheet C.
That's real good.
Michael with a good steady slide. His wife of a few months, Christine Dobbs. They met at the first Embassy Row 8 years ago.
Oh, it's over curling on
is it going to hit the guard?
Yeah. It's
yes, it is. So it does not get a front roll. So steal of 1.
And so we're showing the all house view right now, Bo.
Yeah,
so
sheet D is kind of interesting.
Yeah, sheet D is yellow sitting 2.
Yeah,
with all kinds of guards out there.
The Dynamo, our friends from Butts County.
And I think it's hammer coming up on
that
sheet D.
That is hammer, and this is potentially a draw for 3, but can you actually get a rock in there on sheet D? Yeah, Dylan is shaking his head. I don't think so. They're looking maybe at the long angle, long promote. I don't know. You just throw this away and take your 2 and be happy? Yeah, Dylan nods. Yes, I think that's what I would do. So.
Well, doesn't hurt to try for a draw.
Yeah, it shouldn't hurt to try for a draw from that angle, and they can. Yeah, it'll be difficult to curl enough. They need almost full 4.
And over on sheet A, it's the last Red Rock in motion.
Yeah, Red Rock for Indies.
So trying to get another one in the house. It's kind of light. It's just, maybe they're just putting up a guard. Anyway, it is a guard, whether they wanted a guard or not.
Yeah, they are shot right now. I don't think that's going to get over for a guard.
It's not going to be. It is a guard, but guarding nothing.
Yeah. Now, that is not much of a port to get through and hit that red because, well, I don't know. When I look at shots like that, I think it's kind of tricky.
Yeah, but the guard, the center guard is so way high. Okay, here on sheet D, they did a tap up on their yellow, but not far enough, so it's 2 yellow.
2 yellow. Yeah, that was. There was not much of a chance of getting that 3 over there, but I'm sure they'll.
Definitely high traffic situation.
Yeah, certainly happy with that too. So the only Indies have been involved in the longest game in every draw they have played in. We should announce now, there is no time limit on these games. They will play 8 ends, and they can go to an extra if they need to. They have the option of going to skips rods. My guess would be that they would prefer to go extra ends unless they are totally exhausted. But if you're playing for a championship, I think you want that extra end.
Oh. Back on our feature sheet, it looks like a clear house, but there is that yellow one biting on the right-hand side. So
Gilad is staring at us. I'm giving him the score update from Qatar, Ecuador.
Very important piece of information there.
That's right, because as we all know, the host country, Qatar, is going to win the World Cup. Yeah, absolutely, no question. The hammer's on the way on A, by the way. Chuck Bryant from Pizza Leaguers is going to wreck on that guard, and that's going to be a steal of 1 for Indies. So all our games in the second in now, and some action in our feature sheet. Mostly buried rock there for.
Looks like a lot is either a freeze or bumping that out.
Yeah,
so
like a bumper sort of weight, a backline weight, somewhere in there.
Tweak it a little.
Yeah, soft tap. Freeze would certainly not. I don't think he complained about a freeze.
So it looks like we have 14 viewers. Please chat with us. Let us know where you're from, who you're rooting for. We would love to hear from you.
Yes, identify yourselves now. Well, the shot that Gilad called is not the shot that happened, because that is going to flash for Steven Enochson.
I think they swept it a little bit when they didn't need to, and it might have made a difference.
But Gilad's team, like Ecuador, leads 2-0. I think they're playing a bit better competition than Ecuador is now. There is a sign that's being held over here by someone from, says, "Go Team Chili with Beans and Glessner." So.
Oh my gosh, and not for the.
There was a debate yesterday. Elena Septino was explaining to me about chili with or without beans, and they are Team Chili with beans, as am I, and I will be making chili Tuesday night at the command of my family. In fact, I think my daughter might make it back from college by then.
Hi, Chelsea from Albany.
Hello,
welcome. Thanks for letting us know where you are, and you're rooting for the team I can't pronounce, not the Ukrposhta.
Not the Ukrposhta?
All
right.
Beautiful hit here on sheet B.
They have their
fans.
That
red one out.
They have their fans, and they now have a little bit of work to do because that was a nicely buried shot.
Yeah. Team Fallon has That one in the forefoot and that one on the edge just biting. So.
And a very good guard.
Ukrposhta looks like they're just trying to corner freeze, maybe give that yellow little tap. Going for the button. It's going to be wide.
Yeah, it's not curling.
Wide and heavy.
It needs to curl a lot.
It's going back.
It is, it's going to be way offline. Gilad is going to try to, oh, he's not going to sweep. He's going to.
No, because I think just because it's just past the tee line, that
makes
could be
nice
a
little
useful one.
backer.
Yeah, that could be a useful one to use as backing and still have your rock on or just past the tee line.
About the same. Tee. 5.
Looks like on sheet C, Fellowship of the Rink has 2 sitting right now, and they're.
That'll be 3. Bruce is just going to sweep it to get it past the tee line a little bit. On sheet B, I don't think that is what Melvin Shaw wanted to do for Team Fallon, because now, so yes, they have 2 rods in the forefoot. The bad news is they are both behind the tee line. That is a nice little pocket for Michael Glessner's team to just sort of plop one in and say thanks very much. Is this the first skip rock? Am I missing a rock that's out in play?
It's definitely coming into the pocket.
Yeah, they're sweeping it very, very hard.
Looks like it's going to not quite freeze on, but.
Well, you're not going to pluck it out of there. There's no
Right.
plucking that out of there.
It is very much
Yeah,
back.
it's not frozen, but it might as well be. In fact, actually, in some respects, that might be, well, it's ahead of the tee line. Yeah, it's going to be difficult. That's shaping up like a mixed doubles end over there with a bunch of rocks clustered around the button.
So if they hit it just to the right of the nose, it won't probably remove it, but at least they can slide it out a little bit and get rid of the other red.
Okay, so this is the first of the skip rocks on sheet B. Gilad is letting the sweepers know what the plan is.
We're not the Ukrposhta over here enjoying all their beer. They've got a pitcher and some cans. In fact, they seem to be sorting that out. So while they sort out their beer, Gilad is figuring out what to do about their rocks. We'll update you on sheet C after we see Gilad's shot.
Oh, that is a nice hit. Oh,
it is on C. Let's see what Gilad does here. Okay, that improves. that improves things a bit because now, one of those reds is gone.
It spaced out the yellows a little bit.
Yeah, the red that is shot, not by much.
They look pretty close.
Yeah, I'm not even convinced that the red is shot, but they thought the red was shot.
Well, one of them pointed.
Yeah, one of them pointed, but I'm not sure
that
I
doesn't mean
believe
they're right.
them.
Exactly.
So
double
so
C.
A trade of great shots on sheet C, where it was a nice hit and roll, leaving Team Black with one. Kind of in the middle, J.R. Grohs just...
no, that's the Fellowship of the Rink.
Yeah, J.R. Grohs just threw one down the middle. Yeah, I was saying the previous shot was a hit and roll. Yeah. And then J.R. Grohs for Fellowship of the Rink just sent one down the middle. Got the one in the middle and got the one in the back.
All right, so we have the...
Michael Glessner throwing now on sheet B, the skip of We're Not the Ukrposhta.
Looks kind of wide.
It does seem...
I think it's on the one in the back.
Which might not be the worst.
No,
in fact, it's getting a little bit late curl there.
They are sweeping.
Well, they're not going to get second shot. In fact, You know, I think they
That's
might
really
be.
close.
I think they might be lucky that it went a little bit farther back, because if it had been a rock's width closer to the tee line, I think that would have given Gilad a little bit more margin for error to try to dink out the red, because he could have dinked off of the rock that was just thrown.
So it looks like they're all not quite sure which rock is shot, so they're giving it a lot of look there.
Well,
Gilad is heading down to the hack.
Yeah.
I think the strategy is the same either way.
Yeah, Glad just wants to get the red out of there. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gilad wants to make like Visine and get the red out.
So we could actually double both the reds out, maybe, but I think the back red is going to jam on the yellow if he hit that.
I think so, because I think there's no way. If you successfully hit the red that's touching the button, which is obviously the priority, I don't think you get the red at the second red at a good angle to get it out.
No, almost certainly not.
Now, you could end up tapping that red out and then having the yellow more or less freeze to that red, or at least have backing. Gilad lining up the shot. Michael Dobbs, by the way, is lining up his shot on C. Is that the hammer?
Close.
Is he drawing for three?
No, there's another red rock back
another
there.
rock for each team. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's trying to have three in. Gilad's shot is on the way. Would be looking at it if people weren't in the way.
It is. They're sweeping furiously.
They're sweeping. It's going to be on their rock that's on the 4, and
that was not
put
what
them open.
Well, it answers the question about who shot rock.
Yeah.
No measurement would be needed there, and
looks like the plan is to just draw in and
draw for 2.
hopefully get 2.
Yeah. Now
tie up this game.
Now the weight has to be perfect, because if they tap their own red just an inch or 2.
Yeah.
Well, okay. 3 or 4 inches, we'll say. If they tap that red 3 or 4 inches, then they only get 1 out of it.
Yeah.
Quick update on C. Bruce Black is about to throw his last. He is facing 3, but oh dear, Michael left him a pocket. He can just put that right in there and put Michael in jail.
Yeah, he could go for the hit, but he's better off sitting in the pocket because Michael's got a hammer.
Yeah.
All right. Michael Glessner throwing his last rock. This is the hammer on B. He is drawing for 2. The weight has to be precise. Also, the line has to be precise. I don't think the line is precise.
It looks like it's wide.
It is
way
wide. That is going to be 1. I think that's
red.
fairly easy to sort that one out.
Yep. 1 red.
1 red.
All right, it looks like we have hammer on C. So.
Oh, no, it's not hammer. It's
Oh,
the
not
last
yet.
yes
Not
yellow
yet.
rock. Dobbs got his hammer.
Man, those rocks hide behind people so well.
I'm trying to take a peek on D and A while Bruce is lining up his shot on C. And we're all on skip rods on D because I see Jeff Greck delivering. I think it's the first of his. Yes, there'll be 1 rock left. And, the Medovic's shaping up for a potential huge end there. They've got 4 in the range to yellows. None. There are a bunch of yellow guards out front. So the next shot from...
Looks like they're placing a guard there to fill up that hole.
Yeah, the net shot from Chris Mahoney, the skip from Krexia or the Dynamo from Butts County. The net shot is going to be the damage control.
On sheet C, Bruce's draw is about to come into view. He's just trying to land in the pocket there.
They're sweeping it quite hard, which surprises me because this, I guess they were thinking they could
they were trying to pull it in.
Yeah, they were thinking they could carve that over. But they do not have the wire brushes that the Canadians were using a few years ago, so that ain't happening.
So Dobbs
it looks like 2 red.
Dobbs has hammer here, so if he can chip that yellow out, he can get 4.
Yeah. If you chip it out and leave your shooter, which is certainly makeable. There's a chance that it would jam, and I think if it jams, it might only be 3. But again,
no, if it jams, it's still going to be 4.
Yeah.
Will it?
I think so. Yeah,
they've got the biter on the bottom.
Well, yeah.
Now that biter's half in on the bottom.
Yeah,
so as long as that
so
yellow is
yellow.
more than half out, it
Yeah.
doesn't count.
Okay. So good solid hit on the yellow and stick. And Michael will pick up 4.
All right, here he comes. So rock is traveling down the ice. You should be seeing it in a couple seconds.
It's a little bit wide. Is it going to come over?
Yeah, Heidi and
That's
Christine making the
wide.
universal sign for please scoot over.
Oh.
Oh, and it's going to jam on theirs. Oh,
Wow.
my.
It looks like it's a 1 red. It looks like they moved that yellow into second position.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Are they gonna-
That
That
is
was
Yep.
that was
unfortunate.
easily 3 and
Unfortunate turn of events
and
there.
likely 4, and it wound up as 1. Ooh.
Wow, that's gotta hurt.
Michael does not miss like that often. All right, on D, just taking a quick peek at the attempt from the Dynamo to scoot one in. They did.
They did. That's the last yellow rock.
That's last yellow rock, and so, yeah, they cut the damage to 1.
Oh my
which,
gosh, that was well done.
Yeah.
Well done by them.
Found that hole. And
Yeah, they will keep the lead. So, yeah.
So that's 1 for the Metalvics.
No, there's still a red
Oh,
rock.
there's-
That hammer's coming.
Oh,
Okay.
So if they
hammer.
follow that rock in, they can still get 2.
Well, I'm calling it
Okay.
anyway. It's going to be 1.
Or they can
'Cause-
come in the other way and get
Yeah.
2.
all right.
Sheet A, they'll be finishing their second in sometime in December.
Keep going. Keep going all the way now. Sorry about that. Can I flip it out or just not? Throw it back. Make up for the loss.
So we've got hammer coming down on D in just a second here. Getting lined up.
Jeff Gregg wearing the Plainfield Curling Club shirt, even though he goes to Potomac now and is on our operations staff. So very
But used to play at Potomac, and when I was up there last weekend, they said they miss
Plainfield.
him. They want him Plainfield.
Yeah.
When I was up there last weekend, they said they want him back.
Well, but he does spiel with his Plainfield buddies fairly often, I believe, and this is
All right,
these are
we
his
should be
Plainfield buddies
seeing
now.
the rock in a few minutes.
And he's taking the other port, which is a narrow one, and I don't think it's. Oh,
Oh, it
I'm
looks
wrong.
heavy.
It is well.
It's too
Oh.
heavy. It's too heavy.
All the work to get through that port.
So 1 red for
and
little
Medevics.
heavy.
Yeah.
One
So-
for the Medevics.
So great damage limitation there from Dynamo
Yeah.
to force of 1.
So we'll go back to the feature sheet here. Got a red rock
Yeah.
coming into view.
And
And that one is also too heavy.
it's too heavy.
They're
yeah.
misjudging the ice a lot today.
Yeah, and it's one very well placed yellow for
So it looks like
Gilad.
it looks like the Gilad's trying to like shore that up and guard it up.
Maybe put a second one right in front of it.
Yep, that seemed to be the call.
Mine is nice.
Because there's a red guard out there, but it's not providing much protection. And also,
Looking for a 5.
I believe I heard someone say 4-5, which would be top of the house.
It's slowing down, it's starting to curl.
I don't think it's not really curling enough, though, and that's going to be
That is a little heavier than I think they wanted.
perhaps now. And that could be hit. Now I don't know if you hit if it necessarily collects both of them.
Well, it looks like they're
Alright.
calling for the hit, so we'll see if
Yeah.
they can squeak out that double.
Well, even getting 1 here, still fairly early in the end, would not be such a bad thing.
And
Although I
there
guess
goes
it's not that
1.
early. I guess we are vice rods. So he does get 1,
Yep.
so which leaves the yellow back behind stuff.
Like Gilad's calling for the same shot. See if Jimmy can get that guard in where folks want it.
Jimmy Fallon, our vice today. again, this team rotates. They depending on who wins the game of dice.
Over on sheet A, it's the hammer, just a draw attempt for 1, but it may be too heavy unless it crashes in the back. Is it going to crash? And doesn't. So steal of 2.
2 on A.
Steal of 2 for Indies. Indies lost their first 2 games.
2 red.
Yeah, Indies lost their first 2 games, and then they've come back to be in an event final.
So on sheet B, it looks like deja vu. We've got 2 yellow rocks right next to each other again. And they're calling for a hit.
Should be a double, I hear from next to me, and we'll see if that is. Well, if you double, I'm pretty sure you lose the shooter. Oh, and
they just
off
ticked
the
the
guard.
Oh, but they did hit the yellow rocks and split them up. That one yellow rock looks like it's pretty well buried behind that red at the top.
Is. And splitting up those yellows, I think, might make a double more difficult, particularly with that guard out there.
Yeah.
And another guard soon to come, I bet.
So Jimmy's just shot that rock out. Hear him calling out numbers. They think that's going to be a 5, and Gilad was like, "That's fine, that's fine."
Just a biter. No, that's a top 8.
Yeah. Oh, it's actually touching the
and that is
4,
about a 5 because 4 is the blue, 5 is the white. That's they said 5. It was about 5.5. What did it say?
5.25.
5.25. Yeah, that would be it. I've never heard anyone call it with that specificity.
I might have sometime, but I'm sure I was wrong.
Calling weight is really difficult.
Back house, I mean, it's hogging. We've all been there. All right. Michael Glessner lining up for his first shot on our feature sheet in the 3rd end.
Oh, well.
Mike Glessner, a little bit of a jam on that. Still, you don't.
Got rid of 1.
Yeah, you don't want to. You hate to have at least 2 rots in scoring position before you're able to throw your last. I realize I'm sort of stating the obvious there. Kind of like when I gave my team advice once. I said, "Hey, let's try to get our rots closer to the center than their rocks."
That seems like sage advice there, Bo.
It is. Well, I'll put it this way. It would be difficult to contradict that.
All right.
I think Gilad's going to get another one like biting top 4 would be a great place to be.
I would. Out-counting the red would be absolutely perfect.
Got a lot of traffic in sheet C. Back of the house there.
The thing about rots in the back of the house is that it's pretty easy to out-count them permanently. Gilad shot is on the way, and I'm trying to hear if anyone calls a number there. I don't hear anyone calling a number just yet.
Where it ends up.
Not as far as they would have wanted. In fact, okay, well, it bumps the red a little bit into this.
So the 2 yellow rocks are clearly shot in second.
Now, if Gilad could throw again right now. He could tap that yellow and knock the red out, but then I think the red team will turn around and say, hey, this is curling. You don't get 2 straight shots.
But he does want to have one more rock left, so.
Yep. They have hammer.
But
he has hammer, but we'll see what Michael Glessner can do about these rocks in here.
So if Glessner
Looks
gets
like where the brim is, they're calling for a hit on that back shot rock. Yeah. The back counting rock.
Yeah, get a hit and roll over slightly might work. I don't know.
Yeah, if they can get
really
the
like
inside
it,
roll.
I mean, it's their last rock.
Yeah, because if they leave it exposed, then it's an easy hit for 2. So
I mean, I think it would be better just to sit on that yellow rock.
Yeah.
But then again, they're better players than me, so.
Quick question. Were we running with the video when the Pipers were out?
Yes.
We were. Okay.
Yes.
So, yes, if you go back and watch this, you should be able to see the Pipers.
Yes. So they successfully got rid of the Team Fallon rock. So they're only
did they get a roll?
1 right now.
I had to do some. Oh, they rolled out.
It rolled out.
Okay, I had to do some administrative conversation while we were doing that.
So Team Fallon is sitting 1.
All right, so Gilad.
Would love to get.
Oh,
2.
yeah. I was thinking, do you draw for 2 here, or do you try to
knock that red out?
Yeah, try to promote and knock the red out for 3. It looks like he's going to opt for the latter.
Well, he's been doing pretty well on hits today, so the whole game, the whole Bonspiel. So he just wants to get like a quarter past nose, I guess, and still have his shooters stay in.
Definitely not a gimme, even for a player of Gilad's quality. And he doesn't.
Oh, nice.
Very nicely done. That is 3 for Team Fallon.
For Team Fallon.
So, we all applaud for Gilad as he skates back down this way. He gives us a little nod.
That was a nice shot. Well done. Good aggressive play.
And gives him a comfortable lead. Not a sure thing, but
5-1 right now.
It's against a team like their team. That's a fairly commanding lead.
On sheet C, we finally have a rock that is not in the back of a house, and that belongs to Michael Dobbs. So Bruce Black.
No, it is still in the back technically. As it's
okay, it's in back by an inch.
Not completely.
Right.
Not completely back, but
on the T line.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Well, they do have 1 guard, so.
Okay, true. There is a guard.
There is a guard that is not in
right.
the house. So.
Well, there is a concept of a rear guard, and there are 8 of those. So I don't know what Bruce can do about this. There's really, I don't see any way to get that red to get out of there.
Throw it and blow it up.
I think.
All right, Bruce has let his rock go. Yeah. Let's see where it ends up here on sheet C.
Yeah, I think you want to try to nose it and stick your shooter so you don't get the red out, but you do out count it, and that's pretty much what he does. I think it does move things around a little bit, though, so that Michael can now come in. If he hits the yellow just off nose, he can push that out to, well, he'll need to stick his shooter to push that yellow out to 3rd or 4th shot. And this is Michael's last shot.
That's a lot of rocks for
Bruce
play.
has hammer there, yes.
Michael has figured out his shot. We just want to welcome everybody who's tuning in. It looks like we have 27 folks right now please chat us. Let us know where you're from, who you're rooting for. We'd love to hear from you. Just so everybody knows, the Potomac Curling Club is an all-volunteer club, so everything is done by volunteers, from the kitchen staff to ice prep to manning the bar to general cleanup.
I did get free drinks for organizing this meal.
That's good.
So.
Yes, Bo was our organizer of this spiel.
Oh, I think we may have had. I think we had a pick here on sheet B.
Yeah, that is that is going very wonky.
That took a 45-degree turn.
That's a wonky shot.
They're all having a good laugh about it. It's early enough in the end that it doesn't affect things too much. Although if Gilad can get, I believe Stephen is taking his shot, Stephen Enochson.
If you're watching sheet D, this is the first of the skip yellow rocks. Ooh, crashing and bumping a red in. Ooh, not at all what they wanted. Ooh, that hurts.
So it looks like after a really long discussion between Michael Dobbs and JR, they've decided on a plan of attack on sheet C here. I think we will call this the Fellowship of the Rocks, because there are many, many rocks in the house. So
it's a divided fellowship, though.
I think at the end they'll all come together and sing Kumbaya.
They may all come together.
All right, here.
All right.
Michael has just let the rock go, so if you keep your eye on sheet C here, you should see the sweepers and the rocks coming into view momentarily.
He's throwing beltway weight. And doing what I thought he could do, which is to bump that yellow out. But no, okay. You hear Michael? Michael was always positive, and I think there are a lot of positives you can take from that, because
yeah, there's one sitting one red, I believe.
Yeah, I think red is one, and I think that's
really close.
Bruce, now if Bruce can tap that just even an inch or so, then it'll be academic, and yellow will score 2 here.
Oh yeah, looking at it on the big screen.
And the big screen just disappeared.
Oh.
Yay, it's back.
Yeah. So, give a quick shout out to Dylan here, who's our operator. He's been doing an awesome job.
Operator.
Keeping the cameras at the right angle so we can see all the action.
Many apologies to the estate of Trump for that.
Okay. Bruce is giving it another look from the different angle there.
Well, it's not happy with where this rock was, but it's a little bit too much. But
on sheet B.
Sheet B.
On sheet B, yeah. That was sheet B.
Looks like it went just a
little
little bit farther than it should have to count. Yeah. All right, on sheet B, or no, sheet C, Bruce has made his way down to the hack. He's adjusted his cap.
Right now,
doing that a lot in this.
Sheets B and D are the ones to be watching right now. B with a draw attempt, and D trying to do something to outcount those reds. Which
D, that actually is the hammer.
No, it's a failed hammer on sheet D, so it's
that's
3 red.
3 red.
3 for Medovich. All right, sheet C, Bruce is finally ready to deliver this rock, or as ready as he's ever going to be.
Slides out. Rocks released. Sweepers are walking by it. Oh, now we've got some sweeping going on. Should be in view momentarily.
Also on sheet B, rock coming in now too.
Right. Well, the hammer now is on C, and I think he just got it, and so that looks almost certainly 2 there, but yeah, that has to be 2 yellow. Oh, or are they going to measure?
Looks like they might measure. They're leaving those 2 rocks. They're grabbing the measurer.
I'm kind of with Bo. It's kind of looking like 2 yellow, but I would measure 2.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with just confirming.
Bad thing about measurements is the teams often forget to hang the score and let us know what happened.
Well,
So JR has got
we should
the,
send Bo out there to do the measurement.
Okay, we've got a rock coming into view on sheet B. Guarding up that red rock, so that red rock is one red rock is shot right now.
Okay, they moved the yellow in on sheet C, so that's 2 yellow because they already removed the shot rock, right? So.
Yep.
So sheet C, they were trying to chip that something, nothing, okay.
Oh, they got rid of their yellow rock in the back. Let's see. Where are we on the other sheets?
Yeah, well, A's will be the
We've
next
got
one.
hammer on A.
Yeah, you're right. We don't have to go there yet, but the last red rock on A is what just kind of didn't do much. So, but we can watch the hammer in a minute.
Furious sweeping here on sheet B. Looks like they're going to tick off the guard and move some rocks around just in front of the house there.
On sheet A, they might consider finishing the third end at some point.
Yeah, they're thinking about it. They only have 1 rock left, so I think they'll get it done this month.
Chuck is coming down.
Chuck is coming down for the hammer.
Yep.
It looks like...
So maybe we could do the all-house view and see what we've got in A.
Looks like Chuck could score a bundle here.
Yeah, we're going to the all-house view. So it looks like they're definitely sitting 2, maybe 3.
I guess 2, but this is a draw for 3 or maybe 4.
So he's bringing it up here. Got our overhead view. Thank you, Dylan.
So where's your money on the red versus yellow?
I think red's third.
Yeah.
It's feeling
all right.
like a measure.
Oh, and Chuck is throwing heavy weight.
Yeah, so we've got that.
So not a draw here. Maybe he's trying to get that back red and make it academic.
Oh, wow.
And, well, he did.
Oh, but he.
So it's definitely 3 yellow.
Definitely 3 yellow.
That's 3 yellow. Yeah, so.
Well done.
That could have been a shot
leaguers.
for 4, but but pitch up to 3. So
ties it up.
Tie game on sheet A.
The end of 3 ends. So finally, all 4 sheets playing the 4th end.
So it looks like we're already on skip rocks on sheet B here. So our feature sheet here is just flying right along. They want to make sure.
they want to have some beer before the ceremony. Well, they're already having beer, so
they're moving right along. There is no time limit on the finals, so that's not really an issue here, but. So moving some more guards around in the front of the house.
So I presume Gilad's just trying to draw in there. So is this the last yellow, or yeah, the last yellow. Gilad's about to throw.
So Mindy's written in the food for the Bondsfield.
Hey, Mindy, I have to tell you, Janine Green won both of our books.
So, Mindy, thank you so much. The kitchen crew did do a wonderful job. The food was awesome. And yes, Jamie Belfontaine was overseeing that, and they did a fabulous job. We were all
What
well
has happened
fed
with
here.
Gilad's shot?
Yeah, picked something. He was trying to clean off the ice there. So yep.
Yeah, that.
So the Ukrposhta will like to just draw in for 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if they can tap that yellow one enough, they could get 3. But I don't think there's no way you're getting enough weight to move it that far. Right?
No, they have to. Melvin with a little toss of the broom.
It's time for a drink for Melvin.
Yep.
It looks like chocolate milk. Of course, a lot of things look like chocolate milk. So.
Something like what?
So there looks like Cody was going for back 4, but now they're looking at the run back. Angle raise. And the angle raise is the only way to get that yellow out of there. So I think they're going for it.
Well, they're down by 4, so they need to.
Yeah, that's true. If they can get that yellow out of there, they'll be looking good. The risk is they take out their own red and they can give up another one. So
Yeah.
it's but you got to go for it when you're down by that much.
They're halfway through, so they're on N4. So.
Playing relatively quickly despite the lack of time limit, which we appreciate.
Nice draw here on sheet C. Look at that coming right in, top 8.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Kind of guarding that rock in the back.
Got some sweeping
exposed.
here on Michael's shot.
Michael Glessner, is this trying for an in-off?
No, it's well, yeah,
Or
it's
just
going
trying
to
to
work.
We're about to get the yellow. Oh, nice.
Look at that.
That was not a shot I was
Gutsy
even looking
shot.
at.
Yeah, that's what
Michael
they called.
deserves applause for that
Wow.
one.
So 3 red, and
That was a great way to finish off that end.
and keeps them in the game at a
Yes.
reasonable place to be.
Yes. Only down by 1.
After a little fist bump from Gilad to his opposing skip Michael to acknowledge the greatness
Yeah,
of that shot.
I didn't think that was going to curl enough to make it, or I thought it was going to over curl actually, but
That was nicely
it
done.
worked.
All right, let's see what we've got.
On sheet C, that yellow that was open was just removed.
But still leaving yellow sitting 2.
We're on skip rocks over on sheet D. Looks like. Maybe it's. No, it's the last by skip rock.
Yeah.
A lot going on that house in sheet D.
Oh, sheet.
On sheet C, that
That rock
wound up
worked.
pretty
Yeah.
much the same place.
Yeah, so
You know,
still once again guarding that rock in the back. And although they bumped that red up a little bit, the yellow one is still out counting it.
I think
so.
this is now an easier double takeout.
Well, JR is going for it.
Yeah. In fact, oh boy, that shot came immediately.
Wow. That has got some
Parking lot weight on that one, and boom, no. Okay, so single takeout.
And he rolls out.
Yep.
That was thrown with quite gusto.
But once again, that guard is gone. So once again, Bruce wants to put it back again, I think.
If they keep trading hits like that, then Bruce will hold Michael to 1, which I'm sure he'll be happy with.
It's Potomac versus Potomac on sheet C. We know all these people.
Yeah, Potomac versus Potomac in our third place game, or D event, if you like to think of it in those terms. Potomac versus partially Potomac on sheet B in our final.
And sheet A is also Potomac.
Yes.
But sheet D is nobody from Potomac, so sorry for all you.
Except the skip.
Oh, the skip?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Well, the skip is, the formal playing field, but now Potomac, yes.
Jeff actually helped out a good bit with this field. Brought in a lot of beer from, I believe, his own brewery. And also helped arrange things like the bagpipers that we saw earlier. Jeff with his shot just can congest things a bit more. We still have a couple more rots in that end, though. We'll return to that later. On sheet C, Bruce's shot maybe a little bit lighter than they wanted.
It's not shot. Well, the one in the back is shot.
The one in the back is shot. Now the question becomes, it looks like Michael and J.R. Grohs might be looking at hitting that yellow that is top 12 and clanging it over into their own red, thereby getting rid of the other yellow. Now that would still leave yellow shot, but Michael has one more after this, I believe. This is not the hammer?
No, this is not the hammer.
So getting rid of both of those yellows would be a decent result here, and I think that is what they're trying. Either that, or he's just trying to stomp through this port and take out the yellow in the back. Either result would be good. I think this one, though, that's going to hit no. Oh, yeah, he did the first option, what I thought. And maybe didn't push that yellow out quite far enough to sit 2. In fact, I'm pretty sure he did not.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, but it's looking a bit better now.
But yeah, there's no way he's getting more than 2 unless
not more than 2,
unless
but
Bruce bumps the red one up further.
Yeah, but now at least there's the prospect of 2.
Yeah, Bruce just wants to fill that hole again.
Yep.
And he wants it to be high enough that if it gets hit, it doesn't let him count the shooters. So.
You think Bruce is going for the center line?
I think so, yeah, I'm almost positive, yeah, just trying to guard that shot rock. Because he doesn't have hammer, so he just wants to guard what he has.
Yeah. And the other option would be to draw around that center.
Yeah, really, if he got down to the T line behind the guard, behind the top guard, that would work too.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel a bit nervous about throwing this shot.
It's got plenty of weight. What is that going to do?
Being escorted by, and mentioned very quickly, Mark Howera. Actually, really quickly, Mark Howera wearing traditional Ukrainian shirt again. He is Ukrainian. This is, well, he snuck it past that guard.
Oh my gosh.
Very nice.
That curled just enough.
Yeah. It's past T, so that Bruce gives a little bit of a shrug because Bruce wanted that shot to stay north of the T line.
The double's there, and I'm sure they're going to go for it.
So that leaves us with hammer for Michael Dobbs.
Is the double there?
Yeah, as long as he has to curl a little bit to hit that yellow on the nose, but.
That is
So he can't throw it really heavy. because it's got to move.
Yeah, that is awfully tricky weight. If he hits the inside of that, then he could spill a shooter.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have to get the yellows out. He just has to move them a few feet.
Well, that is exactly what Michael is looking at. He essentially wants to hit nose, which means that once it gets past the guard that is tight to the top 12, it still needs to curl another half rock width.
So on sheet B, they managed to get one of Team Fallon's rocks out, but they helped split the house even farther. So.
Oh boy, everything coming up Fallon right now.
Fallon just trying to draw back in.
This actually is Fallon, the Fallon of the titular member of this team, playing Vice today.
So we go ahead and look at the house view as sheet C comes down.
Yep, yeah, it was Dobbs hit attempt, and it's gonna make it through, but it's gotta curl, it's gotta curl, it's gotta curl, it's gotta curl.
Gets both of them, but
not quite far enough.
One red.
One red.
That was a very good effort, but
Yeah.
it is, just
we
one.
have,
So
hammer coming down on sheet D as well.
Yeah,
so we can keep an eye out for that one.
That just started in motion, so another 10 seconds here on sheet D.
Facing one, do they have a shot to get that red gone and score four? Probably
it's not that way. No, it's going to crash, actually.
It's going to crash anyway.
Or is it
not?
Oh, no, it's not. Oh, it's actually going to, it just nudged that red farther in. So.
They didn't have quite enough to move it out.
No.
But that was a good attempt.
Yeah, it would have been very difficult.
attempt.
I don't think the 4 was there because they would have had to hit it hard and lose the shooter.
Yeah.
Maybe the best outcome would have been 3, but 1 is not bad in the situation.
Okay, on our feature sheet, it's the last of the Vice Rocks from Jimmy.
Walking along with it there, escorting down the ice. Ready to sweep if Gilad gives the call. Looks like they're happy with the weight there.
Or perhaps a little bit unhappy that it's because it did drift a little past the team line.
On to the skip rocks.
And Michael Glessner's sweepers get a few swigs of beer in before they get back out there. I hope they have enough.
I'm sure somebody would do a beer run for them, Boo, if they needed it.
I believe one is drinking Obolon from Obolon Brewery in Kiev, the capital of Ukraine.
Michael is off and
and the shot on.
they found
a light flash in a sense.
Found the little hole right in between those two reds.
Yeah, I mean, it's still not a horrible place because it is out counting 3 of the yellows, so it's kind of an insurance shot.
Yeah. They can hit it, but they would probably jam on something.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, they mostly want to guard their shot rock since it's like Bo said last time when they threw it, it's a little bit farther back than they'd want. But is that what they're doing? I think just a draw.
We should toss in really quickly, speaking of Ukraine, that our raffle last night raised, we don't have total figures, but we raised several $100s for UNICEF's relief efforts in Ukraine. So thank you to all who bought raffle tickets, and congratulations to those who won. Gilad not throwing a ton of weight at this.
No. This is more of a finesse shot.
Yep, just a nice draw. Hopefully, no, it's still a little heavy again, but at least it has something to bump into this time. So.
And yeah, and now it's north of the tee line with backing. So, if not exactly what Gilad asked for, pretty close to it. And of course, there is a chance now with Gilad's hammer, if this is not guarded, that he could come down nose or just off nose on his own and go bang, bang, and the red could leave. And that would be a huge number for yellow. So,
yeah, the Ukrposhta kind of wants to, I think they just want to tap that yellow one back that they just threw. Can they tap it enough to count? I don't think so. They'd have
probably not, but
no.
if you freeze,
you only give up one, but they don't want to give up. Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, the more I look at that shot from Gilad, the more I like it for him.
So it looks like we have hammer on sheet A, and the Indies are already sitting 2, so this could be a draw in for 3.
All right, here comes Michael Glessner's shot for we're not the Ukrposhta.
Looks kind of heavy and wide, at least wide. Is it going to come over? Okay, it's moving. Not enough.
No, I don't think it is. Now, it does. Okay, that's going to be 3rd.
Yep.
Okay.
So I don't think they're going to get both reds out of there.
Not all the way out, no. Now, if you nose that red, you can maybe make it go, then the other red would jam. I think Gilad can get 3 out of this.
So we have hammer coming down on sheet
Getting the
A.
signal they're going for the nose and the 2.
All right. Nose and 2. I'm going to shoot back nose and 3.
Let's go to sheet A.
Sheet A, okay.
3.
Draw for 3 for Indies.
Great job for them.
Yeah.
Still thinking about it here. Now Gilad's on his way back up.
He's on his way down.
Is he going to go for the try for a double, or at least hit those reds? And as long as it's a solid hit on the reds, can't do too much damage. I don't think.
Famous last words.
Yeah.
No, I didn't say that he can't do too much damage. I said as long as he gets a solid hit on the reds, he can't do too much damage.
Anything that hits the red pretty hard.
And they're really sweepy right there in front of the hack. They want to make sure that.
After what happened in the last end.
Oh, on D. Oh, I didn't realize we were looking at D.
We're just talking about
we were looking at
Gilad
D.
sweeping.
They were wiping the bottom of that rock really furiously in front of the hack.
Okay.
They do not want this to pick on anything. That is
equipment shed weight.
Yep. Jimmy's hollering at him.
It needs to get past that guard.
It is
passed. It does. Boom.
Oh.
Well, didn't we say he couldn't do any damage? We were wrong.
Steal of 1.
My goodness, we were wrong.
It is tied up.
We're sitting there thinking, is that going to be 2 or 3 or 4 or 5? And it's -1.
That was
and Gilad
an unfortunate end, and not happy with that result. It was a gutsy move. Just did not work out for them this time.
But the good news is they keep hammer.
And they're playing very well. Sometimes you just get a little unlucky.
They're just trying to keep the game interesting.
So it's tied up on our feature sheet, sheet B.
So on sheet B, they're just starting Vice Rock. Sheet C, they're starting Vice Rocks.
So Gilad is calling for the draw behind. Melvin is playing lead. As Bo mentioned earlier, the players on this team are switching it up.
Rolling dice, literally rolling the dice. Melvin skipped their morning game, actually.
Yes, he did. Jimmy is furiously sweeping. Trying to get that behind.
I forget which player it is for the Ukrposhta there. I guess it's Chris Farmer. Sprinted across the ice to hang the score for us. Very nice of him. We knew the score is 5-5, but thank you.
It's always helpful in case we miss that final stone.
It is.
Which does happen. It's hard to keep track of all of these games at once.
In fact, I did peek over D because I saw, a lot of rods in play. They must be getting near the end. They're not quite near the end yet. Ali Coluccio is about to throw. Ali is what it says on her name tag.
Melvin's second rock. Hollering to sweep for line.
And now Gilad calls them off.
Don't want to be promoting that red rock into the house.
We are to skip rods on C, Fellowship of the Rink.
Oh, they're moving right along.
Yeah. Down one without hammer, and currently, if I'm looking at the right house, they are sitting one. Front looks like they're drawing to put 2 in the 4-foot. All the way down to it. You hear Michael Dobbs yelling because, if they can latch onto their own red here or get pretty close to it, that's pretty close. Now, Bruce has hit more difficult shots than the angle raise that's there. I'm not sure that's the best shot. Yeah, from where they're holding the broom, I think he's just going to try to draw and out-count the red that Michael just threw.
Well, looks like Alex's mom is joining us in the chat. Alex is playing on Team Indy. So over on sheet A, we'll try to make sure we keep that up to date for you, Barb.
Alex, the last player to join the field, recruited to be skip of this Indies team, and I'm sure everyone is glad that, especially his Indies teammates, glad to have him there.
Yes.
really want to see what Bruce Black does here. Bruce Black, 53 years of experience. Starter Diana, also an accomplished curler. Down for the holidays.
Yeah, what Bruce's down looks a little heavy. I think it's not quite coming over.
It's not
I
curling.
think so.
That looks like it's going to be through.
Yeah.
Not through,
Not
but
totally out of the house, but it might as well be.
Useless.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to end up in scoring.
It is not helping.
Right. In fact, it could actually help Michael Dobbs a little bit. As his back red might have lesser chance of going somewhere.
Got a hit on sheet B here.
On sheet B, and yeah, that'll leave. At least
3 red rocks in the house.
Yeah, Michael Glessner sitting 3, but still fairly early, and that rock is quite exposed. And the only guard out there is a corner guard, 14 Fallon. Sheet D, I keep thinking we must be getting close to the end, but it looks like a fairly complicated end and a lot of discussion. Understandably so, and again, if you're just joining us, no time limits on these games. They can play the full 8, and they can even play an extra.
If it's tied and they need it. Just trading hits here on sheet B, our feature sheet. Yeah, it looks like a decision has been made over on sheet D, so we've got another rock that'll be coming down into the house.
That is the first of the skip rocks for our friends from Butts County, Correct Dynamo, Chris Mahoney. Doing that. But on sheet C, let's see. Is this the last rock for Michael Dobbs?
Yes, that is his last rock.
Sitting 2. Trying to draw in for 3, perhaps even nudge the red into the yellow and get
Oh,
sweeping it all the way. Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you were talking about C for a second.
No,
because we were talking C.
I got distracted.
I was looking at the screen and I was thinking, flash, where?
Sorry.
So they've essentially guarded their 2, and I think guarded it fairly effectively.
Yeah, that looks nice.
But
so
Bruce Black
basically draw for 1 is the best you can hope for, and there's plenty of room to draw.
There is plenty of room for Bruce Black to draw here for 1.
7, 8, switch.
Gilad is calling off the sweepers. It looks like it's a little heavy. They're going to be...
On sheet D, Jeff Greck is about to throw his last at a just gaggle of stones.
Yeah, it looks like the house is on... oh my goodness.
That's a gaggle.
8 guards and
Sheet
4
D
rocks in the
is,
house.
A technical gaggle term for this bunch of rocks.
All right, here's Bruce Black's hammer. We need to follow this on C.
Okay. They should be entering the view.
This needs to curl a fair amount.
Oh, that's
It needs to curl a lot and stop.
that is still
It will
going.
do neither of those things, which is 2 red,
reds.
steal of 2 momentum swings. We've had a
Well,
couple
official
momentum
for the
swings in
Rink.
this game, and now it is firmly back with Michael Dobbs and the Fellowship of the Rink.
And over on sheet B, they Ukrposhta got a hit and roll, which is pretty good, but they were hoping for a double.
All right, so we see the rock coming on sheet D here. And it looks like they're just doing another guard.
Yeah, I guess they needed a guard to guard the guard that was
They're
guarding.
guarding the guards that are guarding the guards.
No, there was an actual draw path there that they plugged.
Yeah,
so
a
that's
very tiny,
So
a draw path of maybe a rock and a half width. And now that is gone.
So now there is essentially nothing. I don't know. It's like, what can you do with that?
It's kind of like alternating Big Dippers between the 5 guards that each team has.
That's true.
Medovic's line 1, certainly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other two look really close.
I think pretty sure it's red. Yeah, it's red.
It's the red?
It's 2 red at the
2 red?
moment.
Okay.
Okay.
The hammer to come for the Dynamo. The Krexia Bucks Dynamo.
They're thinking about it.
Yeah, they'll be thinking for a while probably at that shot.
Good use of the hand motion to stop on sheet C there. Sometimes those rocks listen to the stop hand motion.
Sheet C, the
Yep.
the lead rock into the house. I'm not sure they wanted that.
No, they wanted to stop at the guard.
Yeah.
Which
All right, lots of discussion on sheet D about what in tarnation to do.
I believe they are installing a ramp.
It's going to be an Evel Knievel rock. It's going to go up the ramp, over the guards, and into the house.
Yeah. Well, and B, Michael Glessner's throwing now.
So what you're telling me is we need a camera that's at eyeball level, so when the rocket's up in the air, you can see it better than this view.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh dear, Michael Glessner with the flash.
That was.
And so, Gilad now more in business if he can maybe a soft weight hit on the red that is in there and leave
the yellow guarding the other yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be ideal.
Yeah, hit and roll and
Hit
stop.
and slight roll.
Yeah.
Okay, it looks like we have a decision on
D.
D.
And they
rocket
decide
motion.
to throw it 100 miles an hour and see what happens. I'm sure there's something more technical than that, but that is
They are
in essence.
jogging along with that rock. It has some weight.
Gonna hit that outside, maybe?
I wonder
I
if they
think
just
they're
do.
going to
I
try
think
to
they.
do a promote.
Oh my!
Well,
It was a very good effort.
Well, now it's definitely two red.
reds, but that was an interesting try.
Yeah,
Very,
no,
very valiant effort.
It could have worked. Just a fraction
Two
of an inch
reds on
different.
sheet D. Okay.
Looks like a good hit coming in here on sheet. That's sheet
On
B.
sheet B,
Oh,
Gilad
no.
got the hit.
But
The
rolled
roll was
out.
a bit too much.
Yeah. So it leaves their rock
Yeah.
wide open for a hit, and
Yeah.
of course that's the call.
The most likely outcome there is they trade hits and Gilad takes
Yeah.
a single.
It is the shot rock, and they got to go for it. But
They have apparently posted 1 on sheet D, not 2.
Huh.
Really?
Well, okay.
No one says that's what I was thinking. That was also what I was thinking.
So
But I let you all talk me into thinking it was 2.
no, it was definitely 2 because
It
they
looked
bumped.
like- yeah, they
because
bumped the yellow
it was
rock.
close,
I
but
don't-
that last rock bumped the yellow back, and it was no longer close. Huh. So I don't know.
I don't
anyway,
know what they're thinking.
Well,
It
I
definitely
guess
looked
we
like
go
2
by.
to me.
We'll go with them by they put the board. It's their job to score it, right? So they put 1. We'll call it 1.
Unless they mishung the.
We could back up the replay and take another look at that. I don't
No,
think we want to do
we'll
that
go
now.
with what they posted unless they change it later. So.
I mean, maybe it doesn't matter if unless yellow scores a bunch.
Okay, so on B, they're trading the hits right now. And
Right. Gilad coming in, and all he has is a hit for 1. Or a draw
Draw
with
for
backing
1.
for 1. So.
Yeah, so this is hammer on sheet B.
Oh, it is also hammer on sheet A,
Oh, goodness, okay. Let's go ahead and go to the all-house view.
where Chuck is facing 1, unless that top red is biting. I don't think that it is. But Chuck has a fairly good draw path there.
Okay, sheet B, the rock's in motion. Give us 5 seconds here. It's
Well-
kind of light.
Well,
They're
we need to see
sweeping
the
like
hammer
mad.
on A.
No, we've got it.
I know.
Yep.
And Chuck is going to get that
Yeah.
in to get his 1.
Ooh,
All right.
sheet
yellow
B,
for
way
the-
too
Oh,
yellow.
sheet B, the hammer. Oh, my
Leaving
goodness, I
4
forgot we
red.
had dueling
Oh,
hammer.
that really is bad.
Wow.
happened?
That was just a light throw.
It hogged?
Yeah, well, it didn't hog. It just didn't make it into the house.
Oh, so that's 4 for...
4 red, yes.
4 red, wow.
That's crazy.
That is a big end for them.
Yeah, that didn't... A lot of things didn't go well for
Team
Fallon
Fallon there.
Sorry to keep talking on sheet A. Gilad went a little faster than I expected. And his rock went a lot slower than he expected. Everyone pointing at stuff on the ice on sheet B. We did scrape. We did scrape this morning. Mop, pebble, dipped, ran the rots over it between ends. And they even mopped after the people, mopped after we served the Drambuie shots, the traditional Drambuie shots.
Oh,
B!
Tricky shot on C.
C hit both guards,
And
put them out of the way,
in.
and then froze his, or corner froze his yellow somewhat to there.
Better than that, they bumped the red back that they needed to do. So it's
Well done. Well done shot there.
Go ahead, push it.
Curiosity, where do people get curling pants like this? As I'm watching the
Online.
well, that doesn't narrow it down.
okay. So
Nice hit.
Team Fellowship took that yellow, that beautifully thrown lucky yellow is now gone.
Managed to pick that out. That's not the easiest shot in the world, so
Yeah.
well converted there.
They managed to keep their red rock in play. Jimmy furiously sweeping to get that yellow rock into the top of the 12 there.
Oh. Double takeout attempt for Team Black. They got one, but just nicked the other instead of hitting it. So close to another spectacular shot.
Dobbs is calling for in the house guard for the shot rock.
I tend to call that a shard, a shot/guard.
So Fallon, what are they trying to do? Bump back their red a little bit?
Stephen Enochson gradually destroying the catwalk with his broom.
Oh, nice. Well, yeah, they're counting 2 now. No, I think which team? No, yeah, that was Fallon, yeah. I mean, that was Ukrposhta. Sorry, I'm getting my colors mixed up.
Yeah.
Who are we? Oh.
This is a very frustrated Team Fallon right now.
Yeah, they want to hit something red and make a couple of red rocks go away. Get out their frustrations with a couple of hits here. Kind of over curling. They're not going to get the double. Oh, well.
Well, they got a double of sorts.
Yeah.
Not the double they wanted.
Things just don't really seem to be going their way right now.
Oh, look at that draw here on sheet C.
nice.
Oh, is it?
Nicely swept by
And
Doug
it
Andrew
is.
and Mark
No,
Howera,
it's not shot.
But not quite shot. Still, that they seem happy with it. John Hale coming down and slapping a few hands down here because that does limit the potential for Dobbs to have multiple counters in there. Wreck on the guard on B, leaving perhaps a bit of room for Gilad to generate something.
Okay.
Someone has switched away from the World Cup to the Buffalo Bills, which reminds me that I forgot to set my fantasy team. I'm sure my wife is going to tell me.
Looks like Dad might be calling for a double there.
Yep.
See if they can get both those red rocks out of the house.
It's not going to double, just the nose.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they're getting some hits, but not enough to catch up on the score that they just gave up. Take out the yellow and guard the other yellow. That's a pretty good place to be. But, of course, there's still the, yeah, I guess it didn't really matter too much. I guess it doesn't really help them because there's still lots of rocks left to play and wide open lack of guards.
Curl a bit. It's curling.
Yeah, it's looking really good. Really good.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh, beautiful shot by Jimmy. Looks like they're gonna try the run back takeout there. Like we're on skip rocks on sheet C.
Oh, I think pretty sure we're on Michael's last.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Michael's last.
Michael's last shot here for Fellowship of the Rink.
Line one. He could go after that yellow, but it has to be careful because if he were to, he could knock that yellow into scoring position. I think this, well, the result is going to be a guard, and that is what Michael wanted. So
it's a really high guard.
It's a really high guard.
But a high guard is good in this point.
I think well placed. I think maybe a little closer to center would have been better. I think there might be a path to come down the little blue guideline and get past. Well, you know, that's an awfully hard shot. It has to be pretty precise to get past the yellow that's in the 4 foot and get to the red that's in the 4 foot and move it far enough.
Whatever Bruce has decided, so.
Yeah, Bruce did not take that long to look at it.
So just has to hope to chip that red out of there. The path is there, but it's a little bit dangerous. I don't think he can hit his own yellow, but I shouldn't say that. It could happen. He could tap his yellow over, but the chances aren't too good of that with that guard up there.
Bruce is getting ready to
traveling a lot onto the yellow. Oh, I was watching sheet B. Now I'm watching sheet C.
I think it's gonna.
Oh, just a
nicks
little
the guard.
tick.
That was a really nice effort to get to that red and
It looks like
knock
one
it out
red.
for 2. And so, yeah. Little steal there, and so
Fellowship of the Rink is ahead 5-3.
we're on skip rods on D, by the way, and we are still on vice rods on A. On D, it's complicated, but less complicated than the last one. Of course, I think advanced calculus is less complicated than the last one. We are, of course, on skip rods here. Gilad throwing his first. Really needs a crooked number here to make the 8 pin worthwhile. And that, not necessarily ideal.
Guards are yellow.
Yeah, but he's got to put up multiple here.
Yeah.
Now the good news is that there is a play on the next one to run yellow into red, and Michael Glessner is going to have to deal with it now. From where the broom is,
to double out the yellows.
the broom there seems to be based on throwing something that will not curl an inch.
Yeah, I think he wants to hope to double out the yellows, but even if he runs back and jams, that still keeps him from getting more than.
But you know, the game is called curling and not straightening. And this is going to. Well, no, I think he threw wide of the broom, which is good. Still got one. Okay, so Gilad will have a draw for 2. Might be enough to make the 8 pin worthwhile.
Gilad is already on his way down.
So simple draw attempt, I presume.
Hopefully not experiencing whatever happened on what happened in the last end.
Lots of sweeping.
Yeah.
Nice takeout on sheet C
Keep
there.
sweeping,
by-
keep sweeping. Yeah,
And
looks good.
it's going to get in there for 2.
2 yellow, not
Okay.
what he needs, but at least moving him in the right direction.
So they need to steal. Stealing 2 is not impossible, especially for a team as talented as this one. So.
Yeah, this is a high-scoring game and overall. Can we go to the all sheets, all houses? So we can watch the, so what's on sheet D, it'll be the last 2 rocks, so it'll be red and then yellow. And on sheet A, we got 2 reds and a yellow left, so you'll be seeing a red come in, and he's going to be throwing it soon.
Alex from Team Indies, his mom is watching.
Okay, so sheet A, rock coming in, it's coming in heavy, it's going to hit something. Boom, okay, took out one of the yellows and moved another yellow in, but not to counting. So overall an improvement. And Chuck looking what to do. He wants to get that red out of there. Over on sheet D, red rock in motion from Jeff. It's just a draw weight. I'm not sure where he's going to draw through that. It's just going to be a guard, actually, if it even makes it over the hog line. It's going to hog, I think. You're trying hard.
Yeah, sheet C, we just had another takeout.
It's a hog on sheet D. It's even it's a lot of work just to get that clear that hog out of the way because there's so many guards around her.
That they didn't.
Oh, a flash on sheet C.
Black. Michael's asking for a guard in the top 12 there. Top 12. This is hammer on sheet D, correct, Ken?
Yep, yeah, that'll be hammer on sheet D.
Curling dynamo.
I'm still discussing it. It may be a while before it's thrown, but yes, it will eventually be hammer. And over on sheet A, look like Chuck wants to bump up his yellow from where the drum is. So Chuck's just starting to throw his rock. A little heavy draw side is what he'd want for the bump up. And the weight looks okay. Maybe. Oh no, he's trying to guard the red run back is what he just wants to guard.
B, another flash through. So it's not impossible for Team Fallon. They have yellow rock in the forefoot and one biter, so they need 2 to tie it up. This final end.
Feature sheets on the 8th end and the outside sheets are just on their 6th end.
Yeah, they're...
But they have a lot more complications going on in their sheets.
Okay,
here on sheet D, there's the hammer. And nope, not quite. It was a good attempt considering all those guards. But that's one red for Medovex. They're calling it a game on sheet D.
Good job, guys.
So final on sheet D, 7 Medovex. Congratulations.
7-2.
7-2.
Congratulations to our Sunflower event winners. They will get the B event pins, Medovex.
What do we have happening on A here?
A gaggle.
One yellow.
One yellow, yes.
For the Pizza Leaguers.
Yes, after 6, so that game might be on for a bit.
My goodness, Melvin is sweeping furiously.
Well, so far Team Fallon's getting plenty of yellows in play.
Congratulating our teams coming off from sheet B. Got heavy weight coming down on sheet B.
Well,
Move the guard.
oh, and took out one of the other yellows that was biting too. So it's
It almost took out the person delivering the stone on sheet C there. Quite exciting.
it 1 or 2. 1, okay.
On sheet C, the house is getting interesting.
Oh, for sure.
With the red sitting 2 at the moment on sheet C. So Ukrposhta just wants to hit anything yellow, get it out of play at this point.
Yeah. Take away rocks from Fallon.
A double would be great. They're not going to make the double though. They're just going to get the 1, but that's 1 less yellow rock that can score.
Yep.
And that red that's in the 12 can be problematic for Gilad. First, the skip routes on C, by the way. Now, so we'll take a closer look at that in a minute. Team Fallon throws one in the top 12 that.
It's second shot.
It's second shot.
But an easy hit. So.
Yeah. And theoretically, a double is there. Not the most straightforward shot. If it curls, though, this could be a double. I think this might get both. Boom. Boom. Okay, well, the one stuck.
Just replace the shot rock.
Yep. All right, Michael Dobbs throwing the first of his rods on C.
Can we go to the 50% view? I just want to get a closer look at the house there. What Michael Dobbs is trying to draw into. Now it's, it picked something.
Oh,
it picked something and just took a right turn, and it's just going to be a guard.
We've had some wild pates in this end, and that is surprising considering how much effort has gone into the ice here.
Yeah.
Gilad says he's just trying to draw one into counting through that port, I believe.
Needs to curl a lot if it's going to do that.
Yeah, it's going to tap off the red, but
Jimmy sweeping furiously, and did he get it far enough?
Yeah, I think he's second shot at the moment, so keeping in the game.
First and second shot for yellow?
Yep, that's what it looks like.
Not too bad. We'll need to keep it right here for the throwing conclusion. We have the score on A after 6, don't we? Yes, we do. Okay. We do. They have not posted. We are ahead of them.
This is payback, bro.
My goodness, those are fight cards.
So if they get the double, it's game over.
Yes, it is.
But it's challenging.
Good news for them is there's Well, say there's no guard. I don't know. Is this going to...
Yeah, they're going to hit the guard.
Is it? No, it is.
Well, they got rid of a yellow, but not one of the yellows that really matters.
Yeah.
Well, peeling that guard might not be the worst
No,
thing.
because they have hammer, so it's...
yeah.
So it looks like the plan is
Maybe
put the guard back.
Yeah, maybe put a better guard.
Yeah.
Guard or tap the yellow back a little bit or draw a quarter, 50% back behind the yellow.
If they tap their own yellow, then the shot. Then
Oh,
their
it
shot
wouldn't
rock
count.
would
That
be,
doesn't help. Yeah, they want to draw.
Well, no, their yellow would be the equivalent of another guard.
Yeah,
Just be tighter.
that's true. Which they'd rather have 3 counting.
Yeah.
But
so might make it so that Michael
Like
Glessner will end up
Melvin's
with a
coming
draw
down to
for the
confer
win.
as well.
Don't want to ignore C while this is going on, where Dobbs is drawing in. If he gets a little bit of a tap here, it could be line 3 or 4.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to get that. No, it's not, but not leaving Bruce Black much to shoot at. I don't even know how Bruce scores 1, let alone more than 1.
Yeah.
I'm doing all the math here. It's like on sheet C.
Some of the stuff, yeah, I don't even know about some of the stuff they're looking at. And they're pointing at is he going to try to do an off of the red that's touching the 4?
Yeah, that would be the call. Yeah, if he can get to the inside of that red, it might make something happen.
All right, on B, got Gilad shooting, and this is his last. Unless we go to an extra end, this is his last. Sweep, sweep, sweep. Bump, roll a little bit.
That's a good place. It
That is a
blocks the
good
draw.
place.
It makes
Yeah.
it double difficult.
Yeah,
That's about the best he could have done.
I think that is. And Melvin's very happy with it.
Yeah.
Gilad's pretty happy with it. Gilad probably doesn't want to be in that place. I think
Melvin
Melvin just face planted.
Yeah. We lost a curler. Man down. Oh, the sweeping he's been doing. I'm sure he's
Here's
exhausted.
Bruce's shot on sheet C.
All right.
And boom, boom. Oh, it worked.
Whoa!
Oh, that's 2 yellow.
Oh my! What a shot!
Oh.
What a shot by Bruce to tie that game. Michael Dobbs will have hammer in a tie game.
Wow. That was an excellent shot.
And risky. I mean, it might have been a risk they had to take, but it was risky. That could very easily have gone.
Everybody is
straight.
congratulating Bruce on that wonderful final hammer shot.
All right. Now, speaking of hammer, this could be the last rock. This could be the rock that determines the Embassy Row Ukraine 2022 championship. Or it might not be if we go to an extra end, which right now certainly seems possible. Michael Glessner has to do something about this situation because he is facing 3. Is he trying to get 2? Can he get 2? 1. Just 1. That's a steal of 2.
And going
We have
into
a
the
tie game
ninth
after
end.
8. We will play an extra to determine the Embassy Row champion. Wow. What a fight back by Gilad after that unfortunate draw that we don't know what happened. Could have picked. Something happened. What a fight back to tie this up. And they had the options of doing skip routes, but Gilad just immediately started skating down to the other end. Our other game in progress is on A, but I say progress in the sense that it is still continuing, not in the sense that they are making a lot of progress. Boy, our Ukraine Premier League or A and D event finals both tied going into the last end. One of them an extra, both tied.
Chat comment from Mindy says bonus curling. Bonus curling.
Bonus curling. Did she spell it with a B-E-A-U? Bonus curling?
I'll have to do that next time I'm commenting.
It's fun to have a name that sounds like a lot of other things.
I just finished the listening to the Hamilton audiobook, so I heard a lot about William Dewar on that. Any relationship?
Dewar, was that D-E-W-A-R?
No, it's, well, is it? I don't know. It was an audiobook. How do I know?
There are not many D-U-R-Es out there. I was actually shocked once when I was voting. I saw them checking off the voter roll, and there's a name after my wife's name that was not mine, and I was like, what happened to my name? And I realized there was actually another Dewar whose name was alphabetically between mine and my wife's. We are to skip rods on A. I have nothing else to... Well, okay, I'll add something to that. Yellow, which is Pizza Leaguers, is sitting 1. Okay. So, looking at A, Pizza Leaguers, yellow sitting 1, which could tie it after 7. They would not have hammer. Now, if Chuck Briney can scoot through here and take out a red, take out the red that's in the house, he would be lying 4. And now Tyler would have 2 shots to do something about that.
On sheet C, a nice solid hit, and sort of a roll half behind the guard. Oh, and there went that almost not quite guarded rock on sheet C. Too much, it's going to bump the red, but I don't think it's going to. Oh, actually, it'll get a biter out of it. Yeah.
They seem the crowd to our right seems very enthusiastic about one of the shots that just happened. I guess that was on C, but they're still very early in that end.
First of the skip rocks for red on sheet A.
They do have hammer.
Oh.
I believe that is Keaton Nussbaum, the vice for Indies. The yell. This is going to curl in for Alex. It's going to hit, but it's going to, well, it's going to roll out, but that does mean that he is now line 2.
Indies.
Yeah, and Chuck Briney's Pizza Leaguers will need to do something about that. They are on the 7th end. They will still have 1 end to play because Indies has played the longest games of. In fact, they're actually getting to play in these. They'll get to play the 8th inning for the first time this tournament.
So,
They've barely played 7 in a couple.
The feature sheet, Gilad's calling for another draw like last at Tempe. I heard him say, I'm giving you more ice this time because last time they crashed into the red one. This time it's looking better. It's going to be in, but will it...
Little nick off the... friendly little nick. Very
not.
friendly nick off the red, and now it's fully buried.
Nice.
And on the button.
Yeah.
Time to start clearing guards.
Yeah, and that's the immediate call from Michael Glessner. Says, guard be gone.
He might be trying for a double on the guards, but no, it's just going to push that one back. Oh, okay.
Oh, so that actually just replaced the one guard.
No. Well, it opened up that hit to the yellow, which they wanted. Okay, Glad doesn't have to think long about that one. I want that guard back right where it was.
Plug the hole.
Oh, my goodness, on sheet C, a beautiful shot.
Nicely done.
By J.R. Grohs, just around the guard with the takeout. A good-looking house for Michael Dobbs right now in the sense that it is. There's one yellow guard out there that could slightly complicate things. But other than that, it's mostly open.
Nice guard on sheet B there.
Just getting to the first of our vice rots on B. The hammer, incidentally, is coming on A, and to catch you up a little bit, Chuck Bryony for Pizza Leaguers does have shot right now, but if Alex Hale can remove that and leave his shooter, he would score 3. And it is unprotected right now.
Now you can see
Go
it there.
ahead to the
Sheet
all
A.
house view.
Now he has to do the wall
let's see.
side on sheet A, which often scares a lot of people. We have synchronous deliveries on A and B. I'll keep an eye on A. And Keith Nussbaum calls off the sweepers as Alex, boom,
nice.
and it sticks
Rolls
for
to
3.
third. Yes.
Oh, that is a nice one. That is
Wow.
9-5 for Indies after 7 ends.
Well
Beautiful
done.
shot on that dangerous ball side of the sheet.
And Chrissy Becker, for the second straight game, I believe will be asked to throw through the favorite shot of any lead. Sheet C, I don't know what the call was for Bruce White, but I think that came up short.
I think he wanted to draw, and it
Yeah,
ended up a guard.
It came
so.
up short. So over to B. I'm not seeing that come into frame. It is okay. It's a guard up the middle. Gilad trying to guard the one that he has on the forefoot, on the button, in fact.
Okay.
And
so Dobbs is calling for clearing out a yellow guard on sheet C.
all right, sheet B, interesting shot. The first of, could this be a run? It's a run. It is not a run.
Just missed.
And so that leaves a yellow still sitting there. A bit of a port now that I'm sure Gilad will immediately want to clog back up.
Yeah. That was a very good attempt.
Yeah. Well, sheet A, I didn't see it, but I believe Chrissy threw her first time through as been commanded. always strange when a curling sheet falls entirely silent for a moment, which just happened. And Gilad shot, yep, gets a friendly little bounce and floods the port again.
Nicely done.
Nicely done. So, and again, one thing to consider is that even if Michael Glessner can get the long double takeout, that would not lead the shooter in. That would still leave, there's a yellow biter, and not even just a biter, it's halfway into the 12, and that would be shot.
Well, they're aiming for that one, so hit and roll, or they, I guess, off that biter.
The in off to hit yellow, which could accomplish a couple of things. It could get rid of that yellow, and if they can hit it perfectly, would be an in off that would get into that yellow. So on what happened on C, they peeled the guard, and
we are on skip stones now. It's Michael Dobbs' first red rock.
I assume Michael is getting rid of the yellow that is in the 12-foot.
That's what they're aiming for.
Would probably prefer to roll away, but would not. Okay. On B, I think is the more interesting of our shots. Oh, this could be it. This is going to catch the inside of that yellow, come across, and just miss the in off. My goodness, what a shot.
Another super close shot.
So you have to figure Gilad now is going to say, okay, with our last shot, we need to make sure that doesn't happen again and throw a guard up on that side. I think one side is effectively closed off. I think that side is probably not. Yep. And Gilad is looking at guard paths.
Yep.
Try to steal one and take the championship of Embassy Row.
But which one do you can't guard them all the run back or in offs.
That's true. There are a lot of run back possibilities there, but it looks like, actually the only run back possibility is that one red.
Yes.
So it looks like
to score there is, but for a blank end you could do the yellow to yellow, clearly a house.
Oh boy, yeah, that would be interesting. That would be a rare second extra end.
So if they blank it, they would do another extra end bow?
Correct.
Okay.
Unless they decide to do skip rocks then. Or we switch to a potato pancake eating contest, which was my preferred tiebreaker. I think Gilad is going to take away the possibility of running back that red.
Jemmy said they want to make sure that they'd rather hog it than have them promote that red one in.
True.
So.
This is actually looking pretty good for Gilad, though.
Nice.
Yeah, he covers enough of it that should not be runnable.
Good shot.
So, what do you do now?
Yeah, they're looking at the in-off that they just did. Might as well try it again.
The in-off, a farther out in-off
yeah.
from that red. Wow.
I mean, that's their only chance to win.
Oh, my.
As they were passing each other, Michael gave Gilad a look like, that was a good shot, dude.
Yeah.
So, all right, this is for all the marbles.
Oh, on sheet C, I think. Oh, no, I think Bruce. Yep, it's over on C. That will be one because Bruce's shot. Okay, I don't want to ignore. We'll get back to that. We didn't see our championship shot here. It is way out there. It is hanging out.
We're not
so
seeing where
B and C ending at pretty much the same time. But we can tell you congratulations to our champions, Team Fallon.
Nicely done.
In extra ends with a 10-9 win. And Fellowship of the Rink wins 6-5 because Bruce Black was not able to get one out counting Michael Dobbs is red, so Michael Dobbs does not have to throw his last shot. So that is 6-5 in 8 ends. So Team Fallon, your champions, Fellowship of the Rink, 3rd place. I'm going to mark that and then come back and see what happens.
But we still have one game going. Sheet A.
Our slow but steady sheet
Yeah.
A is
Just working on their 8th end here. They're coming along. The turtles of the, we need to learn how to say turtle in Ukrainian, I guess. The turtles of the Bonspiel.
Well, they got rid of the 1. Pizza Leaguers are still sitting 1.
Yeah, but they need
4.
4. So how many
ro-
rocks
I
left?
was gonna say,
Yeah, it's time to start counting rocks.
See through
Yeah.
all the people, how many what
Yeah,
rock they're
I think there are
on.
4 yellow rocks left to throw.
Congratulating our sheet C teams. Pizza Leaguers have their yellow rock headed down. This is the last of the vice skips rocks, it looks like.
It's way out there. And the problem is when you're near the wall, it just doesn't want to come back, and that's what's
Yeah.
happening there. It's not going to come back. It never comes back from the wall. Oh, they
like
got a
they
little
can bump it
bump
in,
in.
so-
Okay. They got 2 rocks in the house, but so the goal here is to hit anything yellow, and they get the front. They'll go from the front one because it's easier, maybe. I don't know.
Is Alex's mom still on? We're down to sheet A, Alex's mom, if you're still with us.
Well, got rid of 1 yellow. Not quite the plan they had, but it's
They're dwindling. Yeah.
Chuck calling for another draw, hopefully behind the guard or guarding his own, either way. Looks a little heavy.
Slow down. Oh no, it's going.
Oh, okay, there goes the 1 yellow that red does not have
That's
to hit. Oh, that's handshakes.
They don't have enough rocks to tie, so
Yeah, I mean,
They're
technically
calling it a day.
there are enough rocks, but that one that's on the edge would not be splittable ends. So it's, yeah, it's they're out. Okay, so final on sheet A. Congratulations, Indies.
yes.
And guess we're about done.
Thank you everybody for joining us for Embassy Row. It's been a pleasure to have you online with us. We hope that you'll tune in for our next Bonspiel.
And congratulations once again to Fellowship of the Rink, champions of this Embassy Row, Ukraine. Well, goodbye all.
Take care.